As you gain experience on the job site, you will notice a massive difference between an average worker and a true professional. An average worker operates reactively. They stand around until a branch hits the ground, walk over to it, drag it to the chipper, and then return to their spot to wait for the next command. They are entirely dependent on the foreman or the climber telling them what to do. An elite groundsperson, however, operates proactively. Over time, they develop a skill we call mind reading. They possess a high level of situational awareness that allows them to look at the tree, observe the climber's movements, understand the sequence of the job, and anticipate exactly what the crew needs minutes before anyone even asks for it. Moving from a reactive mindset to a proactive mindset is the exact moment you transform from a basic laborer into a high-value asset. To become a mind reader on a tree crew, you must study the workflow of the job. If you see the climber ascending to the very top of a massive tree to establish their primary climbing line, you know that they will soon need their larger, heavy-duty chainsaws sent up to them. Do not wait for the climber to get positioned, look down, and yell for a saw. Anticipate that need. Go to the truck, select the correct saw, check the fuel and oil levels, start the saw to ensure it warms up properly, shut it off, and attach it securely to the tool line, ready to be hauled up the moment the climber gives the word. If you see the climber maneuvering out toward a long, heavy, overextended limb that hangs directly over a customer's roof, you know that this limb cannot be dropped freely. It will require technical rigging. Before the climber even reaches the cut location, you should already be staging the lowering ropes, setting up the friction brake device on the trunk of the tree, and ensuring that the rigging blocks are clear and ready for deployment. When you operate this way, the climber can stay focused on their positioning and cutting, knowing that the ground crew is completely locked in and supporting their every move. In the high-noise environment of a tree job, effective communication cannot rely on casual conversation. It requires a strict protocol known as command and response. When engines are roaring and wood is splitting, messages get distorted easily. If the foreman or climber gives an instruction, you do not simply nod your head or remain silent. You must echo that command back loudly and clearly to confirm that you heard it, understood it, and are executing it. For example, if the climber yells down from the canopy to lock off the lowering line, your immediate response must be to shout back, locking off line. This verbal loop provides absolute confirmation to the person in the air that their life support or rigging system is secure. If a command is given and you do not understand it, yell back immediately for clarification. Never guess what a climber wants when they are handling heavy loads suspended above the ground. Clear, loud, and confident verbal exchanges prevent catastrophic misunderstandings and keep the entire operation running smoothly. Beyond tools and communication, your most sacred responsibility as a groundsperson is the management of the ropes. Ropes are the literal lifelines of the tree care industry. They are highly engineered, expensive pieces of equipment that require meticulous care. When a climbing line or a rigging rope is deployed on the ground, you are its primary guardian. You must keep all lines completely clean and organized. Never allow a rope to sit in a pile of wet, sharp wood chips or mud where grit can grind into the synthetic fibers and weaken the core. Never step on a rope with your boots, as this can grind dirt into the line or damage the internal structure against rocks or asphalt. Keep the ropes neatly coiled or properly flaked into their designated rope bags so they can feed out smoothly without a single twist, knot, or tangle. The most critical aspect of rope management is keeping all lines completely away from the brush chipper. This is a life or death priority. If a rigging line or a tail of a climbing rope gets dragged along with a bundle of brush and enters the infeed tray of a running wood chipper, the machine will snatch that rope at a speed of up to 2 feet per second. If that rope is attached to a climber 80 feet in the air, it can pull them out of their saddle, drag them through the rigging blocks, or rip them down into the canopy with devastating force. Always manage your ropes with extreme discipline. Keep the slack coiled tightly, keep the rope bags positioned far away from the chipper hopper, and constantly scan the ground to ensure that no lines are tangled in the brush you are moving. By protecting the ropes and anticipating the needs of the crew, You prove that you are a trusted professional who can be relied upon during the most technical jobs.